It's cooking in Canada.
So it's cold weather. You don't want to go outside, but you want steak. When the topography is very aqueous, as it is now, we Canadians don't really enjoy going out. I had a request from a friend of mine on how to sear a steak inside because it's already cold and you might not want to use your grill now. Get everything that you need together because this is something that you want to just pay attention to the whole time. First things first, the pan is really the most important thing. It's like, you know, pick really good meat and then you have to pick a good pan. A solid heavy bottom pan or like cast iron skillet, super heavy. This is like the only pan I use in like every one of my videos, you know it. My pan is pretty much cold right now. I just turned it on a second ago and I'm gonna put just a tiny, like there you go, drip of olive oil in the pan. If there's already hot fat, when fat touches it, it just starts to render much more quickly. Okay, here's my steak. It's on this rack, notice, and that's because I want this to sit and dry out a bit, frankly. Have it sit in the fridge overnight, and it will actually intensify the flavor and your sear will be that much more intense and crispy. And if you are just pulling your, meat from the fridge right now and you didn't do that, then you can just pat it dry with a paper towel. You really want to make sure that your steak is dry, heavily seasoned, and going into a hot pan. Woo, okay, this is smoking hot. See that? I'm going to heavily season my steak. Medium to medium high. The important thing that you do now is you don't want to turn it down into the hot pan like so. When you first put that raw steak onto the hot pan, it's a lot like when you put your tongue to a frozen pole. It sticks at first, but then after a while, your tongue, you pull your tongue off. Anyway, this is ready to flip. Check this out. If it still feels really soft, then it's still really rare. If it starts to spring back, then it's probably closer to medium, and mine is definitely close to medium. A trick that we use in the restaurant industry all the time is to do a little butter baste at the end. I'm gonna turn off the heat, add my butter, thyme, and a little garlic, and baste it up. Okay everyone, so we rested patiently, and our beautiful steak has rested, and check out those juices. So now is the perfect time to add your black pepper. We didn't add it earlier because the high heat would just burn the pepper flavor. And I made this delicious pan sauce. The sauce is so awesome. If you guys want the recipe, let me know down in the comments and I will shoot another video on it. It's time to cut into this bad boy. Let's do it. Come on. So flavorful. You gotta add enough salt, people. This has got so much salt on it, it's like a little salty. It's good. It's like that saltiness brings out the meatiness. So if you don't have that, it's gonna taste bland. But even still, you get the garlic, you get the thyme, the butteriness, and if you have a really good steak, then, I mean, wow, it just shines. Now, that is a nice piece of steak.
If you liked that video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you really liked it, watch one of these 2 videos. I also have a blog at www.missproduce.com where I write related content to my videos. Check me out. Love you guys.